Hey, what's up you guys, Aftershow Reaction. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more of the Winchesters. This is season 1, episode 9. And yeah, I think we have 13 episodes this season, so we're getting like close to the end-ish of the season, I think. Yeah. I was supposed to react to this last week, but I took a mental health week, so we're doing 9 and 10, I think, this week. Yeah, so let's just go over the comments. Fun fact, Richard Sprite directed the mid-season finale and this episode. I didn't want to tell you last episode because I didn't want to spoil his appearance. It was announced a couple months ago. Oh, okay. This is the real Loki, not Gabriel. No. They didn't retcon anything with this. Remember that Gabriel stole Loki's face? Yes. I do know this. I don't know why you didn't understand it in the episode. Oh no. I remember. Season 13, episode 20. I know. Still not Loki. Also still not Gabriel. Still a retcon. It'll be explained in my comments. It's in Tony's notes, and I will go over it in once we've read all the comments. So now we know for a fact that that all the changes we've experienced so far because of Dean went back in time to give John the letter, which led him to finding out about hunting early. I mean, it doesn't really change, like, the way that monsters are, though. the way that they die, and I don't know. This is where all the differences are coming from. Only Supernatural can pull something like this off, and I love it. I feel like a lot of shows have tried to do that. I don't know. I wonder if this means we will get Castiel cameo, or even Jack cameo, since he's God now. I mean, he's God in the future. I don't know. I'm seriously wondering if this spin-off is going to build towards a full revival of the original shows. Both Jensen and Jared have said they want to come back. And Jensen even said it wasn't a permanent leave for Supernatural. So they really could bring it back soon. I mean, I don't know about that. CW just cancelled a bunch of shit, remember? And, I mean, I feel like bringing back Supernatural so soon after it finished is a bit, especially since it had 15 seasons. Like, I love Supernatural, but I think that's a bit overkill. I don't know about you. Even with how inconsistent the show can get in the end, I can't say I wouldn't love more of it. Time travel stuff is always iffy for me. There are so many potential issues to bring up regarding the original story and how things are affected. Absolutely. When did Dean go back in time, and why did he? The A.K.A. were never mentioned in the original story, and there was no evidence that Mary and Samuel ever dealt with them before. How did Dean even know to warn them? Dean is dead. So, did he time travel and we just never knew about it? That doesn't make sense. Ugh. I love that I wasn't spoiled about Richard Sprite Jr. And Dean showing up in this episode. Me too. Well, someone brought up a potential answer. The A.K.A. didn't show up in the past. They are from the future, but they travel to the past, so they're new. See, this is the reason why time travel stuff is messy for me. Is messy. I'm not sure, sorry. About Loki, I don't know when Gabe took over Loki persona, but maybe this is actually the real Loki, but about them finding different lore about how to kill Loki, I don't know. That is odd. Unless Loki messed up with that too, and fed that info to them, and is not really trapped, don't worry. I will have an explanation for you. Stay tuned. But it is a good question to ask Jensen. I wonder who wrote the song Carlos sang. Could Jensen maybe have done it, or is it a cover? Jensen is a good songwriter. I loved the concert radio company had recently. The A.K.A. is outside time and space. It's from another world mentioned in the past. That could be why Dean traveled back in time to change things, because there was a new threat that was putting everybody in danger from any time in history. This makes me wonder if this change was put into the show, put this show into a pocket dimension, since it's split from the original timeline. It's definitely the real Loki and not Gabriel. They confirmed that when it was announced months ago. Even if it was Gabriel, he still would have done this and pretended like they won, just like he did with Sam and Dean, so either way, it didn't recon anything. It did. Just wait. You can't say it's definitely Gabriel because it was stated months ago. Stated where? An article? That's not really canon unless it's... I don't know, I think it's just a messy situation, okay? Look, I'm just gonna skip past this comment because let's just keep going. I found this comment on YouTube that I couldn't agree more. I don't think these little additions to the lore is as damaging as most fans think they are. I mean, important information gets lost over time, and new ways of taking out monsters are found. Things we saw happen in shows like Charmed, Buffy, and Supernatural. The Winchesters gang are working with the knowledge and weapons that are appropriate for a small group of hunters in 1972. For Chuck's sake, they didn't even believe angels existed at this point. Edit, or the... Yet? Yet. And if the monster is displaying slightly altered powers, there's obviously a reason for it, or even if there isn't, it's not that big of a deal. Let us not forget the amount of continuity problems Supernatural had. You're not wrong, there was a lot of continuity problems. Anyways, I hope they continue to utilize JoJo's musical theater background. Well, there you go. I have problems. Let's go through this. You're kind of fans playing the pothole fruits, saying that they might not exist when you're a ghost. That never was confirmed nor denied on Supernatural before. I was just saying that that's a theory. I'm not fansplaining anything. Therefore, I don't accept the explanation as fact. It's a nice theory, and I fully believe a ghost would not be tied down to obeying the rules of time, but I feel it's just fansplaining to fix an obvious plot hole. I'm not explaining it away. It was a theory. Alright. Seems like we got our first Archangel showing up on the Winchesters. Yeah, I don't buy into people's comments saying it not being him, nor the actor behind it saying it in some interview. It should clearly be stated in the episode, or else you're just trying to cover your ass because you didn't bother to check the pre-established canon. Spoiler alert, we did check. We'll get there. Don't worry. We really thoroughly looked into this shit. Okay. I suppose Gabriel MO was different back in, Gabriel's MO was different back in 1978, so perhaps he made deals back then, who knows. However, given he should be laying low since he is trying to impersonate someone who is in witness protection hiding from his family, not sure why he's doing all of this. Seems kind of productive. Yes? I feel John's mum should have stated what the Winchester special was before she had Carlos read that book. Because I'd be joining the bad guys if she had roped me into reading a book and then tried rewarding me by serving me that nasty shit and playing it off as food. Loki/Gabriel likes to trick people, make up random shit to fool people just for funsies. So whether it's a stake or a knife to kill him, it's all just part of his shenanigans. He just randomly chooses whatever he wants as the weapon to kill him, just to mess with people. This, I don't think, was a retcon either, because it's just part of what he does. It's, of course, not going to work. He probably just makes it look like it worked because he gets enjoyment out of it, I suppose. I mean, how many times did he let Sam and Dean think they defeated him? I mean, there was a whole episode called Mystery Spot where they killed him. No. They killed him like twice, 3 times? I don't remember. No, that was Changing Channel. Man, I don't know. Right. You know me and episode names. I didn't pick up on Tall Tales reference at all. I'm gonna take your word that it was Gabriel's first appearance, because your memory is much better at that kind of stuff than mine. Look, I don't know. Either it was Gabriel and he's just messing with people for his own amusement, or this really is just like I said, an alternate Earth where the rules set forth by 15 seasons worth of Supernatural don't apply. I don't feel like Jensen would be so disrespectful of pre-established canon, so I choose to believe it was Gabriel. Alright! You've all been waiting for it. In fact, I found this on the matter. Sorry for being a long read. Gabriel explains that during the ancient times, he saved Loki, who was bound in a cave somewhere in the fjords. I don't know. With a snake dripping venom in his eye. As repayment, Loki placed him into witness protection, thereby giving him his entire identity and teaching him how to be a trickster. In the meantime, real Loki has been off the grid. But Gabriel knew that he was hiding in Monte Carlo and thought that Loki would help him again after he faked his death. This means that Loki has been laying low, real Loki, has been laying low this entire time and wouldn't want to draw suspicion to himself. Meaning the guy that we saw in this episode, unless this takes place in Monte Carlo, that is making deals with everyone and their armor, getting on people's radars, was Gabriel, pretending to be Loki. Unless, of course, the Winchesters are set on an alternate Earth, like I've been saying the entire time. Look that shit up. Anyways, there's your explanation. I know you guys have been waiting for it. Son of a Samuel goes on a hunting trip. I guess we won't be seeing Tom again, at least for a while. They love to do that, don't they? Just FYI, Gabriel wasn't the only person making an appearance in this episode, by the way. Did you guys know this? If you check the Carlos song again, there's a certain powerful deity in the background playing the keyboard. One that's known to be obsessed with the Winchesters. Of course, it's probably just the actor making a sneaky cameo. But still, it was Rob Benedict. He posted a picture on Instagram. Look, someone posted a picture about it, and I was like, I don't know, could be anyone. I feel like it's a bit blurry. But no. Rob Benedict posted a picture on Instagram. So, I mean, maybe this is just Chuck checking in on one of his alternate Earths. Man, I don't know. It's either a recon, or I don't know. Anyways, we got an episode to get into.
Call dispatch. Get an ambulance down here. No pulse! Body's cold.
Vampire?
Where's the amulet?
That's a lot of makeup going on for her.
But This will help us find it.
I'm just saying, it's a nice car.
Yeah.
He's got to be Menelaus, right?
No, he doesn't dress like one. He looks more like a hunter to me. He's not a bad-looking one either.
Please don't hit on your son.
I should have followed him. He said my name and handed me a letter from my dad, and I blinked, you know?
Okay, whoever he is, we're not gonna figure that out right now. Because this moment's supposed to be ours.
Mary?
Kyle.
Good morning.
And John, this is Kyle, my reporter friend.
One who wrote the story on the VA hospital scandal.
Guilty as charged.
I forgot about this dude.
Thank you for that story.
Least I could do. Looks like I got another scoop, though. Guess this explains why you've been slow to call me back.
Kyle, I'm so sorry.
All's fair in love and more. I'll let you two get back to it.
Omega Man? Latha told me.
She keeps no secrets, that one. It was just one date.
Well, in that case, I think he took it pretty well. Carlos and Latha would too. Well, don't get me wrong, I love our morning dates, I do. But it just feels like we're sneaking around. And if you're okay with Omega Man knowing about us, why not our friends?
Because they're not just our friends. Office romances can mess up a work dynamic. And it's one thing if we're selling cars or whatever, but another.
I mean, you're already in the
stakes are life
romance
and
part
death.
of it, so it's gonna get messy anyways.
I want to keep things simple, you know?
In the moment.
Mary, you there?
Carlos found a case.
This isn't how I saw things going when I pushed over that first domino. Thing is, I've had more than a few dances with free will and fate. But as my dad used to say, fate is what you make it.
I think whatever they're looking for is tied to the Men of Letters somehow. I saw a lockbox in the back of the truck with the Men of Letters symbol and the initials RJM on it. But the box looked empty, so they might have taken something from it.
What are the men of letters doing keeping things in a bank?
If I had to guess, spread out your valuables to keep them safe.
And RJM, does that ring any bells?
No, but I think I might know where to look.
Raise it back to the clubhouse.
Discúlpeme, señor. Las personas con las que estaba hablando, ¿me puede decir quién eran?
Where are we exactly?
Under the morgue.
How much time have you spent alone down here, Latha?
Weeks, actually. I've been trying to do a full inventory on what we have, and it has been a challenge. The wiring is subpar from another era, and I think it's being nibbled on by my mortal enemies.
Rats?
I haven't spotted any, but I think it might be time to get a clubhouse scout. Come. The lockers in here were used to store important artifacts in cases that the Men of Letters are assigned. Raphael Jude Markham.
Whoa. An amulet, just like the vampires were looking for.
Okay, so it's a
No, don't touch it!
it's a two-way
John, what
looking
happened?
glass.
The amulet showed me something.
What did you see?
A vampire. Killing me.
What? That's not what I saw. I'm confused. I saw something different.
The Men of Letters have found the gem of Ushatare.
Who now?
The Ushatare are Romanian gods of fate. Legend tells of a gemstone blessed by the Ushatare.
We've dealt with
It
fate
has the
before.
ability to tell the future, and it was set in an amulet, but it's been missing for centuries. The Men of Letters must have recovered it at some point.
So that thing has the ability to tell me the future or a future. I'm just asking on behalf of someone who may or may not be marked for death.
Tell me what you saw again. Every detail, nothing's too small.
I have already told you everything. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure this out. We just have to stay present. Besides, you're not gonna get rid of me that easy, Campbell.
CD, and this is why you don't play with fate, man.
Hi.
Why you're time travel.
Hey, you.
Hey, Mrs. Winchester. Millie. Sorry. We'll get used to that, I promise. I'm worried about Johnny.
What do you mean?
Have you met his new friends?
The kids
Yeah.
from community college. I'm definitely happy they're helping him study. John was never exactly an A student.
I remember, yeah. It's just Mary Campbell. I spotted her at a crime scene earlier this morning. And a while back, I saw both her and John at a different crime scene.
Small towns, right?
Maybe. But I looked into Mary, and she's got a bit of a rap sheet.
Anything I need to worry about?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
The little I've spoken with her, Mary seems to be a good kid.
That's great. It's just, I was hoping going off to war would get whatever was in John's system out of his system.
I do. But I don't think it's as easy as all of that.
Will you tell John I stopped by?
Of course. It's good to see you, Betty.
You too. Millie.
They must be Il Suorta, a vampire clan that worshipped the Ushatare. The Ushatare told Il Suorta that if they sacrificed enough blood to them, they'd be rewarded with a stone carved from their ribs.
What do the vampires want to do with the stone?
Fate has a different meaning for the undead. Promising longevity for the clan, it told them which humans to turn, who should die next, and who should replace them to ensure their success.
So it doesn't always show you how you die.
No, it shows the next fated moment in your destiny. Something that must happen. Sometimes good, most times not. And for Il Suorta, it became a sacred practice.
What happened to them?
According to legend, their leader saw he was fated to die and chose to save himself over the clan.
Was he able to change his fate?
He died exactly as the gem predicted, and the amulet was lost to Il Suorta. Once this object reveals your fate, it is sealed.
It's only
There's always
sealed
another way.
if you buy
go back
into
and check
it.
the
Like,
No, stay.
let's make this thing happen, you know?
It's just
Team free will.
you need to know how to properly store this amulet to keep it safe. It needs museum-grade storage. You sold us out. I had no choice. They've been threatening experts for years. Said if I heard the amulet surfaced and didn't tell them, they'd kill me.
Okay.
You're probably wondering if I'm a man of my word. Let's find out.
No, please. I don't want to die.
We're all just letting this happen? Okay.
Not your time yet, but it will be soon, John Winchester.
We got this. Come on. Just get here as soon as you can, okay?
Who's that?
Your mom.
No, you don't get to call
I
my...
know, but we need someone to keep you company while we go out looking for answers.
No, I'm not just gonna hang around here while you guys are out
You're
there.
safe here. Out there.
Look, Mary's right. This building is heavily warded against vampires coming in.
And we can look into tracking these vampires down.
You guys are benching me.
We're keeping you safe. No more chances of finding you in a room with a red carpet.
What if Diana was right? I mean, what if I can't change my fate?
You can.
You said it yourself. We're gonna figure this
It
out.
happened many times.
Even if I have to kill every vampire in the tri-state area.
I've never fought a vampire before. Maybe you can save me one.
As long as it's not the one you saw in your vision. Deal.
Okay, fine. I will stay here and read every lore book on vampires so I at least know how to kill the last vampire in the tri-state area.
Mary Campbell? What are you doing here?
I was gonna pick up some stuff for my dad, because he's the non-traditional medicine type, but jeez, what happened?
The owner got murdered.
I'll let you get back to it.
It's funny.
Small towns, huh? The Campbells know how to have a good time.
Did it work?
Yes and no. I smoked out the cops and got their attention, but the one who noticed me was Betty.
As in John's ex, Betty?
Yes, that Betty. She clocked me by the armored truck this morning, too.
That can't be good, can it?
All right. Tell me how to kill a Bela Lugosi so we can stop talking about our feelings already.
First of all, vampires are nothing like they are in the movies. The sunlight and dead man's blood can stun them, but a stake to the heart won't kill them. The only way is with a good old decapitation.
Naturally.
This is so disappointing.
What do you mean?
We're hunting a vampire cult. I was expecting to find a castle. At least a moat.
Let's get to work.
Looks like some kind of magic lockpick. The sigils on the side
Can
can...
get through anything? Bank heisting vampires would make such a fantastic movie. Hold on a second. Is it just me or does this look oddly familiar?
The Men of Letter's own plans to the clubhouse. This has rooms I haven't even seen before. They always kept a copy off-site for safekeeping.
This must be what the vamps got from the truck heist.
Oh no.
What?
According to this, there's an entry point to the clubhouse from the Lawrence sewer system. If those sewers aren't warded or sigiled, then...
John's in trouble.
John, it's Mary. Do you copy?
Why would they not be sigiled, though?
You got Millie here, Mary. We copy you. What's going on?
Il Suorta found
Plans to the clubhouse.
they have a way to
Get past the wards and the sigils.
It's kind of funny that they keep calling it a clubhouse.
How?
There's a weak point in the sewers.
You may not have much time. You have to get out of there now.
What was that?
I'd say that's our time running out. Sounds like we got company.
Run!
Stay here. Nope, access blocked.
No can do. We're gonna need some place inside that's safe.
Where are you guys now?
Locker room.
I'm looking. There's a vault below you, 1 level down.
Okay, head down there and lock yourself inside. I'll see you soon.
Mom, go.
I'll buy you time.
And get yourself killed in the process. Don't do what you always do. Not today.
Yeah. See, we don't need to leave someone behind every single time.
The vault! Come on!
Close it, close it, close it!
Well, Arthur did say the wiring needs an upgrade.
She was right.
Until then, let's see if I can shed some light on this dump.
Lata?
What the hell are you doing?
Done.
Get inside, Mayor. I'll take care of our uninvited guests.
Holy water hair commercial.
Worked in Barstow. Last chance to leave, Bobos.
Holy water effect. That
Mayor,
what?
go!
What? Since when? Let's go.
There we go. John, what is it?
Alright, found it.
This is it. The room where I die.
There's gotta be something in here. A weapon. A way out.
There's nothing else in here. Except for that.
Wait, what are you thinking?
Remember when you told me that fate is what you make it? Well, I have an idea. But, you're really, really gonna hate it.
There you are.
God!
No!
I told you, little friend, nothing can stop fate. You're next.
What the?
Dead man's blood. John knew it was the only way to weaken him.
What did he do? What he always does. Something stupid. Kill you? Are you insane?
I told you you weren't gonna like it.
And I not only hate it, I refuse to do it. I'm
Hear
not.
me out, Mom. In my vision, I saw that vampire bite me in the neck. He saw the exact same thing. The only thing is, neither one of us got to see the full context.
So what do you mean context?
Remember what we read? Dead man's blood. It can stun a vampire, right? So if I'm already dead, when he bites me, it'll weaken him long enough for you to get out of here alive. And if Mary gets back here with everybody else, you guys can restart my heart.
What if they don't? It's not like you had
It's
a
not
vision of
ideal,
that.
Mom. But we don't have a choice.
We're out of time. Okay? We have no other options.
Why would he bite you if he knows you're already dead, though? Like, I don't know. That's, I'm confused.
I'm not killing you.
Just hear me out.
Vampire's gonna come in here, and he's gonna come for me first, and that'll give you enough time to get out of here alive.
It's just me or you?
My fate's already sealed, but yours isn't. You can survive. I just need you to trust me. Okay, let's go. Come on.
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna kill you twice.
Okay, no more feelings.
Ready?
Oh no, let's do it.
Why is that all of a sudden electrocuting? I'm so confused.
Come on, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No. John, please don't leave me. Please.
Not gonna get rid of me that easy, Campbell.
Yeah, so, See, I knew it, and I've been telling her this whole time.
I told you.
I told you.
I told you.
I told you.
Liar.
I told you. I
Get
told you.
that knife out of my face. I told him.
Don't ever do that to me again.
That I can promise.
This is all my fault. I shouldn't have told Lapa about Diana.
Oh, no. It's nobody's fault. I mean, this was just, you know, it was meant to be. I never called you after our date.
Don't tell me the big bad hunter got scared.
Maybe. Yeah. But, I'm not afraid to ask you on a second date tonight.
I'll have to check my schedule, but I'll let you know if I'm free.
I deserve that.
How's your hand?
Oh, I guess once I met my fate, the burn marks went away. Weren't even tempted, were you? Just happy to stand the moment.
I am. With you. You okay?
Yeah, it's just, not how I saw my day going.
Me neither. But it turned out great, so I'll take it.
So now that everyone knows, no more hiding, right?
Yeah, the cat is definitely out of the bag.
Do you think the group dynamic's gonna change?
I don't know. But we're stronger together, with no secrets. And I don't mind getting out of the moment, thinking about the future. As long as I know you're in the picture.
Hope looks good on you, Cameron.
Okay, so how about dinner and a movie? But it's your treat since you scared the hell out of me.
Well, that depends. Do you have a dime that I could borrow?
Oh my god.
I owe you an apology. I needed to see for myself if what you were saying was true.
So what'd you find out?
You were right. Something's off about Mary Campbell. Breaking and entering, theft, a suspiciously dismissed aggravated assault. Way too many close calls. Her and her friends are up to something. What?
It's just the way you're talking about this. Like it's all Mary's fault and John has nothing to do with what they're wrapped up in. Why? You still have feelings for him?
If John's done something wrong, I will make sure he's held to account. Just like everybody else. What about you? You still haven't explained your whole angle in this. Is this pure journalism or something personal?
I just want to figure out what the hell is going on in Lawrence, Kansas, Officer Donald.
Call me Betty. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Okay. Hey, what's up, you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Right, that was The Winchesters Season 1, Episode 9. For an episode about vampires, I there was a little, like there was a mention of Maggie, but they didn't really go much into it. I feel like they could have talked about it a bit more, because, I don't know, this is the first vampires, presumably, that you've gone up against since Maggie died. And I feel like that would be a bit more of an emotional experience for you. Also, I don't really like the fact that they were like, you cannot stop this fated event from happening. When, like, Supernatural has always been about changing fate. Like, that was, like, the whole concept of the show, that they were fated to, like, fight each other, and then they didn't. Because they chose Team Free Will. So I was a little disappointed in that, to be honest. There's a few little weird things that happened in the episode, but maybe my brain just wasn't turned on properly. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.